All right. Welcome back, everybody. We are finally getting to see what Novak Djokovic looks like. He has had injury issues. We talked about it earlier today. He didn't practice. He practiced a little bit yesterday. He played Medvedev, and then he didn't practice for the entire time against Lehechka. After that, he was supposed to play Adelaide this week. He pulled out. This came, and then this random, I think 24 hours ago, they turned this into like a match because this wasn't supposed to be a match. This wasn't supposed to be anything. And then they did it because Djokovic needed some practice, needed some matches to play. And here we are. He's taking on Tiafoe. And then after this, we've got Alcaraz versus de Minaur. Draws come out. What a day. A crazy day. It's a crazy day today. Today is a crazy day. But good crazy. Fun crazy. Draw day is always crazy. Also, Chad, I've been hearing like some people, there's been a lot of people that like thought that the tournament started this week and bought tickets thinking that they would be watching the actual tennis, but they've been watching the qualies and they were a little bit, I know they broke records in the first couple of days, but there's a few people that were like saying that they thought they were buying tickets to the actual event. That's why they like to the main draw. And that's why they got confused. And so that's interesting. That hasn't been talked about at all. I don't know if it's true. Maybe just some people got it made. Two or three people made a mistake, and it sounds like it's worse than it is. But yeah, but it's been called opening week for a long time, so I don't know how they would get confused. But then again, you say day 2 of opening week, people are going to think, oh, the first week of the tournament. But yeah, so that's been interesting to hear. Either way, it sucks if you did do that, but hopefully, hopefully lesson learned, But let's see how Novak looks. Let's see what he looks like. Because he's got a neck problem. At least that's what was training. Training was, that's what his thing in training was the problem in training. All right. By the way, it's going to rain. So I don't know if they're going to close the roof for tonight, but yeah. Apparently it's going to rain. Also, Mboko apparently won. I didn't even see that. Yeah, Mboko won in 3. That's cool. Raducanu was supposed to start, but her match has been interrupted due to rain. So Raducanu is supposed to be playing, but she's not right now. Andreeva and Joint are playing later. Lots going on. Lots going on. So much is going on. Cool. And Boko took out Keys. Yeah, I've seen that. Does Carlos or Jannik have a worse draw? I don't know. I haven't done the draw yet. I haven't had time. I've been too frazzled trying to get all this shit together, so I haven't had time to look at the draw properly. So ask me tomorrow when I've actually gone through the draw, in more detail. I have to say, I do love the draw day at the start of the new season. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about the start of the season is these exhibitions. These practice matches are really not... I'd rather see Djokovic play Adelaide. The practice matches are like interesting because it's like we get drip fed. We're like guinea pigs, and we get drip fed, little guinea pigs in a cage getting drip fed. Djokovic, one set here for you, but I'd rather see them play. Like I want to see Alcaraz, Sinner, and Djokovic play real tournaments before the AO. If they're healthy, I want to see them play for real. I don't want to see them play, practice matches because the results don't matter. Like if Alcaraz loses to de Minaur, it doesn't really matter. If Sinner loses to FA tomorrow night, it doesn't really matter. If Djokovic loses this match, it doesn't matter. It's not real. This is So hopefully, in the future, somehow the ATP can entice them to play real tennis if they're healthy. But we're going to watch Djokovic because this is the only... Again, we haven't watched Djokovic, so we have to watch something. You know, I need my fix. I'm hungry. Djokovic, 15 love. It's better than nothing, but I'd rather it be more. You know, I'd rather him play real. You know, and he was injured, but Alcaraz and Sinner, I'd rather them play real tennis rather than playing practice matches. You know, 30 love. But yeah, this is more interesting to watch Djokovic physically. The result kind of doesn't matter, but how does he look physically? As he's serving volleys, Tiafoe with a pass, Djokovic drop volley winner, 30 love, 40 love. Alcaraz de Minaur a lot more interesting after drawing the same quarter. Yeah, but again, we know how Alcaraz plays exhibitions, and he's not going to play like that in a real match if he does play de Minaur. Like if de Minaur wins tonight, because Alcaraz is playing silly, we know that Alcaraz won't play like that in real life. So it's kind of like it's interesting, but it's like it's important, but not really. Serving volley in the net. By the way, Djokovic serving and volleying already a lot. Keep an eye on that. 40-15. (40-15). Djokovic serves again. There's a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Tiafoe. Nole gets it back. Tiafoe backhand into the slice of Djokovic as Tiafoe with another forehand. Djokovic backhand again to the forehand of Tiafoe. Djokovic again. Going to Tiafoe, and Tiafoe makes the error. First game goes to Novak. All right. One love. I wouldn't even be surprised if they only played one set here because, Djokovic, if he's not feeling great, he might not even play the entire thing. He wasn't supposed to play. They probably didn't have tickets on sale for this because it was a last-minute exhibition. So I wouldn't even be shocked if Novak, only played the one set. Humidity is going to be off the charts with the rain. Maybe. It's not raining right now, but it's supposed to rain. There's supposed to be thunderstorms and nothing's happened, so that's a bit disappointing. All right. Let's see what Big Foe looks like. First game to Novak. All right, first as a fault, second serve. What did you think of Mboko win today? I didn't see it because I was too busy drowning in editing. Backhand rallies. There goes the net by Tiafoe. I love 15. Yeah. I love draw day, but there's also like so much to do. It's a very busy, it's one of the busiest days. Like I'm not even finished. I'm hoping this match is over in 30 minutes so I can get back to it. Draw day, best day. It is the best day. It's just the busiest day. A lot of work. Love 15. Serve down the tee. Serve ace. 15-0. By the way, what do you think of these practice matches, chat? What do you think about them? Do you take any notice of them? Do you take them seriously? Do you just take them as a fun exhibition, which is kind of what they are? How do you see these matches? What do you look for in these matches? Or do you not care? Backhand to backhand rally. As Djokovic goes down the line, into the forehand of Tiafoe. Djokovic forehand again. Tiafoe gets it back. Djokovic forehand again. Goes long, and it's 30-15. Good to get the cobwebs out. Okay. No comment. I don't think Maddie will make the second week of the hour. Okay. I'll just watch them because they're on. Okay. No, 30-15. As the backhand return goes in from Novak, and Tiafoe puts it away, 40-15. I only care about how the players look physically. Can tell when a players are not in the right condition. Okay. Yeah, I think that's. I mean, that's why watching this is important for to see Djokovic, right? Because he pulled out of Adelaide. There's been talk of him not feeling great or not looking great, needing work on his neck. So that's more why we're watching it, to be more interested. There is a crowd there, not a massive crowd. I mean, it's probably about 50%, but still, there's a crowd. I mean, people are there. This could be Djokovic's last Australian Open. I mean, I hope not. Still gives fans a chance to watch their favorite player, even though it's not serious. Yeah, I mean, that's what exhibitions are, right? But in terms of like how important it is, again, I think it's important to see how Djokovic looks because there's been this injury cloud swirling around, right? So that's why we're watching it. 15 love. Is it a fault second serve? The night with Nole was class. Yeah, they're not doing that again. They're not doing that this year. They're doing a Federer night instead. Federer got the call this year. 30 love. Serving to the backhand of Tiafoe. 4 from Nole is a drop shot winner. 40 love. All right. Djokovic serves another fault second serve. Again, I'm not sure if they're playing a full match or not. I know that the ladies did yesterday and the day before, but I don't know if Djokovic is going to play a full match. Also, the match after this is the one that probably people have paid for. This one's probably a free one, that last-minute free match. But, yeah, I don't know if they're playing best of 3. I don't think they would. I think it's going to be one set, especially if Djokovic is not at his physical best, not feeling his physical best, would be my guesstimation. With that, he would be playing one set. He played one set in the practice yesterday against Medvedev, but yeah, if I had to guess. All right. By the way, Alcaraz is outside practicing. So that's fun. All right, 2-1. I reckon maybe the people that won the tickets, people that have tickets for the next match must be allowed in early. I wonder. All right. 2-1. Djokovic put a hat on. Djokovic wins the point, love 15. Love 15. As we get a return, goes out by Djokovic, 15-0. Boko dark horse for the Australian Open, maybe. She has a decent. If she has can get through her draw. I kind of like and excited by Bloksh to win his quality match. Yeah, Bloksh is fun. Another young player to watch. Is it a 4-4 rally? down the line from Djokovic goes wide, and it's 30-15. Commentators are discussing the opening week and how the fans were disappointed, Cam. What, disappointed that they thought it was the actual tournament? Is that what you mean? Serve to the forehand of Djokovic. Return goes into the forehand of Tiafoe. He puts away the winner, 40-15. So I got a drenching in Auckland after this afternoon. Yeah. Is it still raining? They thought it was a main draw. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that too. That that people were confused that because the event last year started in the middle of the month. It started this time last year. So I think a lot of people thought, oh yeah, it's on at the same time every year. But this year it's been a week later. It starts a week later. As Djokovic hits a drop volley winner, it's 40-30. Yeah, so that's disappointing, but you know, it's been called opening week. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'd like to talk to somebody who bought tickets and why and were disappointed that they didn't go. It was for the wrong thing, right? Like you're probably hearing from those people is more is better, right? To know what's up. 40-30. As Tiafoe backhand to the backhand of Djokovic sliced. Here the forehand of Tiafoe. Djokovic forehand again. Tiafoe goes again. The forehand of Djokovic. Down the line to the backhand of Tiafoe. Djokovic backhand inside out. Tiafoe gets it. Djokovic forehand down the line. Djokovic is in control. But then hits a slice wide. It's 2-0. Yeah, Nole's coming to the net a lot. Which hopefully isn't because he doesn't want to play long rallies. All right. The word qualifying wasn't used on the ticket? Oh, okay. Okay. All right, 2-0. Nole wants to end points early? Yeah. He doesn't want to play too many long rallies. All right, 2-2. As Nole hits an ace out wide, 15 love. 15 love. Serve again. Back in a foe. Foe hits it out, 30 love. Rublev, Medvedev, Diallo, FAA. What the hell is this draw? Yeah. When is round one of the AO? Is it Sunday? Yep. It's on Sunday. All right. 40 love. Djokovic cruising. On serve at the moment. 40 love. As Tiafoe returns the forehand to Djokovic. Tiafoe backhand. Into the net. 3-2 Nole. Again, have they said that it's going to be best of three? Does anyone know? Has anybody been listening? Because I haven't. Has anybody been paying attention? All right. All right. 3-2. Hello. I didn't hear. I think it's best of three, but 10-point tiebreak. Yeah, that's what I think it is too. But like I said, I mean, this hasn't been a long start to the match. It's been pretty cruisy, but. And they're talking to Djokovic as well. All right. So we're doing interviews mid-match, which is just going to drag this thing out. It's been 15 minutes for five games. That's pretty quick. And Novak looks pretty good. He's serve volleying more, but that could be a tactical thing. You know, it might not be an injury thing. Looks like Coco will face Vondi third round or Minero. Yep. I love a Mac. A big Mac right now. Cool. Draw preview coming out. when I get to it. Hopefully later. But yeah. Oh, didn't Frances Tiafoe lose the 1 point slam by faulting? I think he faulted, right? He didn't. He lost because he hit a shocking serve. Nole is feeling very warm with the heat. Yeah, it's pretty warm today. It's not like the temperature wise. It's just like the sun is hot. You know, the sun is the worst. The UV is high. All right, 3-2. Yeah, he faulted against. He did a fault. A lot of players lost that way. 3-2. As Tiafoe serves a fault, second serve. As the return goes a big forehand to foe. Back in now from Djokovic to the backhand of foe. Djokovic backhand again to the forehand of foe. As we get a backhand again from foe, but it goes long. Love 15. All right, love 15. Yeah, it's FBF like 5 million today. Like, you go outside and it burns you. All right, love 15. As Tiafoe backhand down the line, goes long, love 30. Chance for Djokovic to get the break. Love 30. Love 30. There's another fault, second serve. As with a backhand rally. Djokovic again to the backhand of foe. Djokovic with the backhand again, the backhand of foe. Djokovic backhand on the stretch. Foe again goes in the net though. And Djokovic gets 3 break points. Love 40. Love 40. Can I watch this? You can, but if you leave this stream to watch it and don't come back, I'll cry. Do whatever you want. Love 40. Forehand goes down the line into the back of the Tiafoe, but Djokovic hit it long and it's 15-40. Just me or does Foe look stiff as heck? Yeah, maybe. 15-40. Shelton's losing? Now I am going to cry. Serve again. Into the forehand of Djokovic, return the net. Big Foe saves 2. 30-40. 30-40. Tiafoe serves again. And the return goes to forehand of Foe. Backhand out from Djokovic. Tiafoe backhand. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Again, the backhand of Tiafoe. Djokovic backhand again. Down the line. Tiafoe gets it. Djokovic forehand again down the line. Tiafoe doing a lot of running. As Djokovic backhand again into the forehand of Tiafoe. Nole runs around and hits an inside-out forehand. Djokovic now with the backhand down the line. Tiafoe doing all the running and eventually misses, and there's the break. Djokovic gets the break. 4-2. Is there a reason you can't bet on this match? Yeah, because it's an exhibition. Don't do that anyway. Don't bet on exhibitions anyway. That's crazy. You might as well just burn your money or flush it down the toilet or donate it to charity and actually do something useful with it, instead of lighting it on fire. All right, 4-2 Djokovic. Yeah, Alcaraz Demon are playing in like an hour and a half after this. Djokovic has an ace, 15 love. Yeah. And then tomorrow, Sinner is playing FAA. I'm not sure what time, though. And then on Sunday, so Saturday night, we've got Federer playing doubles, which we may or may not watch. And they got some mixed doubles showdown. I don't know if that's the mixed doubles tournament or if the mixed doubles tournament's a different thing and they're just having some like random, like, you know, maybe they're going to have some like ex-professional doubles combo. I don't know, but like maybe, you know, Barty and Hewitt or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know what this mixed doubles thing is, but they got some mixed doubles showdown thing, which again, it's probably more like the 10-point, you know, that Indian Wells Eisenhower Cup thing that they do. Maybe it's that. Maybe the AO are just going to do one of those. They're just going to do like a mixed doubles tournament that with singles players or something. Not an official Grand Slam. A tiebreak 10 thing. Yeah, that thing. Maybe that's what they're going to do. I don't know. I don't think it's the Grand Slam. It's not like the US Open though. 40 love. I'm pretty sure it's not the US Open situation. Sinner and Felix practice in the same time tonight. Cool. All right, we get a let from Djokovic. 40 love. 40 love. As the return goes into the forehand of Djokovic. Djokovic in the net, 40-15. Andreeva joint. Yeah, they're playing tonight. Djokovic serves again. First serve is a fault, second serve. It's 5 o'clock right now, Dutchy, so they must be practicing right now. You're saying they're playing tomorrow? Oh, wait, tomorrow? What do you mean? Anyways, backhand slice from Tiafoe in the net, and it's 5-2 Djokovic. Oh, tomorrow. Yeah. So this time tomorrow. This time tomorrow will be Djokovic, Sinner. Sinner FAA. All right, 5-2. Djokovic leads. So far, very cruisy. Very cruisy match. No stress. No one is freaking out. It's a very cruisy situation. We've got a DJ there. That's so fun. All right. We used to have a Federer sticker emote, but we replaced it because he retired and didn't think we were ever going to see him play again. All right, now they're talking to Tiafoe. All right, 5-2 Djokovic. By the way, why didn't Sam Querrey play yesterday at the 1-point slam? Why didn't they get him? That would have been fun. Why didn't they get him involved? Because he's hilarious. That would have been really funny to see him play Alcaraz or Sinner. Would have been good. I don't know. I don't know. Safin played. Querrey could have played. All right, 5-2. Did they invite Novak yesterday? I don't know. Probably not, because he was supposed to play Adelaide. So I think maybe the reason why players didn't get invited yesterday because they weren't supposed to be here. Like Djokovic was supposed to play Adelaide right now. Querrey's coming back from Achilles. I literally saw him play the other day on Winston Du's channel. He literally played the other day, unless that was an old match, but I'm pretty sure that's up to date. I can't stand that chant. What chant? As the return goes out by Djokovic, 30 love. 30 love. As Djokovic hits a return long, 40 love. It's been a very practicey match, this one. Definitely very quiet. Crowd's not really getting into it. The players are playing okay. This is it's a weird, strange situation. Tiafoe wins the game 5-3. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like there's no stakes, so it doesn't really matter. But it's more just, I don't know. There's no atmosphere at all. The vibes are off. 5-3. The crowd are just kind of sitting there. They're not really getting into it. All right. Norway serving for the first set. All right. First serve's a fault, second serve. As we go back in Djokovic down the line, Tiafoe goes in the back of Djokovic. Djokovic hits it out. Love 15. Love 15. All right, 1 second chat. Ah, 15:30. Crowd's just chilling, staring into space. Yeah, it's a very it's a weird. It's just a very very quiet crowd as that goes in the net on the return. I mean, there's points where you don't even know there's a crowd there. Can't even don't even hear them. So I mean, Demon or Alcaraz will be crazy. Crowd will be crazy because of Demon Or, but this is weird. I mean, there's definitely people there, but you couldn't tell. If you close your eyes, you wouldn't. Can't hear them. Everyone's just quiet. Djokovic says a fault, second serve. Second serve. Double fault Djokovic. 30-40. 30-40. It's quiet in the chat. Yeah, everyone's just quiet. All right, break point for Tiafoe. As we back into backhand rally. Djokovic slice. Into the backhand of Foe, who slices back. Djokovic again to the backhand of Foe. Djokovic backhand sliced again. Tiafoe backhand again. The backhand of Djokovic. Tiafoe backhand again. Djokovic into the backhand of Tiafoe. Goes down the line in the net, and it's deuce. No, we get to deuce. "30 minutes played." And guessing we're playing 3. Best of 3. I can't volley to save my life. That sucks. All right, deuce. I don't think Raducanu's match is still reigning, right? She'll probably. Oh no, she just it started raining again. She's down 4-1. All right, advantage Djokovic. Take the first set. I think probably it's because people don't know it's on right now because they added so late. Yeah, maybe that's it. They didn't have like a dedicated like ticket for this match. Or maybe they did, but it was last minute. So yeah, you're probably right. I can't find your draw results. Did you take it down? My draw results? What do you mean? What draw results? As Djokovic serves a fault second serve. Serving the back into Tiafoe. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Tiafoe slice. Goes long and Nole wins the first set 6-3. All right. 6-3 Nole. In 30 minutes. The AO draw? Yeah, it's there. It should be there. Hang on. Yeah, what are you talking about? It's there you go. 10 winners, 6 errors from Djokovic, 4 aces, 4 winners, 9 errors from Tiafoe. Djokovic's serve is strong, so that's a good sign. Do you think Nole will get 25 Grand Slams this year? I think he'll, I don't know. That'd be great. I'd love that. Hopefully. Which court is the toughest draw? I have to look at the draw again. I haven't. So this is what my afternoons consisted of. I've gone from watching the draw live and then having a snack and then coming here. I haven't been able to put any videos together. I'm in the middle of editing right now. So I haven't had a chance to dissect the draw yet. But off the top of my head, Swiatek's draw sucks. Sabalenka's draw is okay with some hurdles. On the men's side, it doesn't even matter, does it? Sinner has to play Fonseca, but Alcaraz and Sinner should make the semis. And if one of them don't, well, I mean, and Djokovic's draw is it's tricky, but you know, it's going to be some work. He's going to have to work, but I don't think Djokovic's draw is like, I mean, if he's fit, he should win, but he's going to have to work for it. I mean, there's some tricky opponents, but no danger until maybe the 4th round. When, you know, he might play Hurkacz or Menchik, but yeah. Again, men's side, that's what happens at the moment. It's men's side of the draw is like, well, does Sinner and Alcaraz have a tough draw? Who knows? You know, not really. They both kind of got a good draw. Djokovic's draw depends on his health. And on the women's side, you know, Swiatek's draw is definitely the toughest. Gauff's draw is not easy. Anisimova has a nice road. Sabalenka's draw is manageable if she can get through the first week. Then it will obviously start getting tricky. But yeah, I mean, again, I'm going to have to really... When I do the draw preview, I actually can think about it a little more. But in the moment, I'm just kind of like reacting to it, and it's not as... like, it doesn't sink in. But don't worry, those videos will be coming out later. There's a bit of backhand now from Djokovic to forehand Tiafoe. Forehand Djokovic to the backhand of Tiafoe. 15 love, by the way. And Tiafoe hits an error. 15-0. I'm not holding my breath for Iga, yeah. She has, I mean, the first few rounds she should win, but 3rd round onwards is going to be a battle. Yeah, Bencic is in Swiatek's section. So, yeah. 15-0. Nice serve out wide, 30-15. $30-15. $30-15. As Tiafoe serves a fault second serve. Sabalenka is not going to win the AO. Okay. As it back into the forehand of Djokovic. Forehand from Tiafoe. Djokovic wins a point though. Tiafoe hit it out. 30-all. 30-all. Raducanu's down 4-1. Yeah, is it still raining in Auckland? I heard sorry, in Hobart. Does she? Is it raining? Didn't you say it was raining? They must have played for like 10 minutes. 30-all. First serve's a fault. Second serve. As Tiafoe, it's a backhand winner, 40-30. Question is, if it's all right, why have exhibition matches before the actual tournament? That is a great question. They're called practice matches. So yeah, one reason is because Sinner and Alcaraz and Djokovic haven't played much, so it's a good opportunity for them to play and get a bit of a real match vibe because it's got a crowd, so it kind of feels like a bit of a real match. Also, it allows the crowd to go see Djokovic when they probably can't get tickets to him during the tournament. So it's like a guaranteed, like, hey, I get to see Djokovic. So it's great for the crowd. They get to see their favorite players. They don't have to, hope for the best when they buy tickets on day 2 or 3 and they don't know who's going to play until the day before. So it's like you're guaranteed to see Sinner and Alcaraz if you buy the ticket for Sinner and Alcaraz. So that's why it's also it's probably financially really good for the Australian Open too. Like it gives people are going to buy the tickets. So I don't know if the money goes to charity because they're showing the Australian Tennis Foundation link. So I don't know if all the ticket sales go to charity as well. So again, it's another good reason why it's a good thing. If all the money goes to charity to fund things for tennis players in Australia, that's great too. Or fund young kids getting into tennis. So that's why that's why they do it. A lot of positives. I don't see. I mean, the only negative is I don't think there is any negative. There's not too many negatives. It gets people hyped for the tournament. That it creates hype. People get excited because they get to watch matches on Rod Laver Arena, which some people might get confused that the Australian Open started, but yeah. Anyways, 30 love Djokovic. But yeah, so yeah, I don't think there's any there's not too many it's too much downside. Raducanu lost the first set. Yeah, I don't think Raducanu's too bothered today. I don't think she cares if she has to come to Melbourne a day early. All right, 30 love. There's a backhand return, goes the backhand of Djokovic. For now, Tiafoe goes long, 40 love. Smithy is us. Well, apparently, people were getting really shitty because he used to play futures events, and his parents, his parents are wealthy or some shit. I don't know. I saw some rumors going around, and it's like, who cares? They're like, he's not an amateur. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, he's not a pro, so I mean, like, what is he then? He's a semi-pro. He was a pro, former professional. So yeah, people get shitty, but either way, we're still going. He was unknown. He was a civilian. It was like Marcus Willis at Wimbledon. All right, that's what it was. It was like that, and he won those points fair and square. 1-1. As the return goes into the forehand of Tiafoe, Djokovic backhand. To the backhand of Tiafoe as Djokovic backhand again. Into the forehand of Tiafoe, Djokovic on the stretch. Tiafoe goes down the line. Djokovic is there with the backhand. Tiafoe is going to hit a slice. Djokovic slice again. Tiafoe comes in the net with a drop shot, but it's in the net. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. Serve again from Foe. Here's a fault. Second serve. Djokovic should have played Adelaide. Yeah, I would have rather him played Adelaide too. But yeah, they just he obviously didn't want to play that to that intensity. 15-all. All right, 15-all. Tiafoe serves again. The backhand of Djokovic. Tiafoe backhand to the backhand of Djokovic. Tiafoe backhand again. Djokovic with a slice. Tiafoe slices it back. Djokovic backhand slice again. Tiafoe with the forehand is a winner. Too good. 30-15. Just tuning in quickly. How's Novak look? He looks fine, but he's also not really being pushed. Like, Tiafoe's not making him work. They're both just kind of, it's a practice. They're not really pushing to the limits. So it's hard to gauge how Djokovic is playing, how Djokovic looks. He's playing well, but yeah, it's a weird one because he's not being like tested yet. That might change in the next set, but yeah, so far Djokovic has not had to do much to win. He's just kind of cruised. Both guys are not really, trying to the intensity level is low. Djokovic is, sweaty and he looks warm, but it's a hot day. Yeah, it's not even, I would say probably, like 60, 70% level. Like, Tiafoe's not trying to, do anything crazy. Djokovic isn't really having to do anything crazy. It's just, they're just playing, again, a practice match. So, yeah. Yeah. But the good thing is Djokovic doesn't look hurt, so that's a good thing. Because it could have been, he could have still looked, he could have been playing low intensity and looked sore, but he seems to be moving okay. He seems to be hitting okay. So, yeah, I don't think there's much to worry about. Been up 16 and a half hours? Dutchie, that's crazy. You got to pace yourself. Charlotte Open hasn't even started. Thank you for staying up, though. Sticking around. All right, 2-1 Tiafoe. I should have given him wild card, yeah. All right. Back to Tiafoe. So back to Djokovic. Zverev withdrew from Kooyong. Elbow injury all of a sudden. Did he? That's fucking annoying because he was playing Kabali. That was going to be a fun match. I would say it's precautionary. I don't think... By the way, Tiafoe and Djokovic having a chat. Oh, they're having a chat. I wonder if Nole's like, "Hey, let's call this in 10 minutes." Interesting. I wonder what Djokovic. I wonder what Djokovic was saying to Tiafoe there. It didn't look like a joke. It looked like they were kind of like, maybe they would like, hey, let's test out some shots. I don't know. I don't know what that was weird when the opposition were talking to each other, like the opponents were talking to each other. All right, 15 love. I reckon it might be Nole saying, hey, 10 minutes from now, let's just call it in 10. Let's play a couple more games and then get out of here. Like, I don't think... I wouldn't be shocked if in like the next 10 minutes they go, you know what, an hour, we had an hour. That was good. 30 love. No, I see you later, Dutchie. As Tiafoe returns, that's a winner. Nice. 30-15. As we default second serve. The script says an hour. 30-15. 7 to the forehand to Tiafoe. Return goes forehand to Djokovic. Tiafoe backhand. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Tiafoe with a forehand into the forehand of Djokovic. Again, the forehand of Tiafoe. Djokovic on the stretch. Hits it into the corner. Lovely. Oh, no, it went wide. 30-0. Just missed it. 30-0. As the return goes back into Djokovic, and he hits a winner. All right, nice by Nole. 40-30. That was a good return by Tiafoe. Djokovic, good reflex. Aero prediction video. No, I don't think I'm going to do prediction videos. I'm going to do a bracket, and because we'll see if anybody wants to watch that. Prediction videos. We're getting a little repetitive. All right, 40-30. Serving to the backhand of Tiafoe. Djokovic backhand again to the backhand of Tiafoe. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Tiafoe backhand again. Goes long and it's 2-0. Brackets better anyways. I don't like doing brackets either, but I don't have enough time to do what I want. Make the videos I want to make, so I have to do it. I want to do a something. All right, 2-0. As a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Djokovic in the net. By the way, the sun is right in the awkward spot where Djokovic is like, you can't see. Like, the ball's coming out of the shade into the sun, and he's just like blinded. Yeah, we used to do brackets like at the start of like when I started this channel back in like 2019, but I don't know, it just got a little boring. But Tiafoe missed that forehand wildly, 15-0. But I get asked all the time, bracket, so you know. I'll do a bracket instead of predictions and see, like, if you guys like that, then we'll do that instead. First serve default, second serve. Serve in the backhand of Djokovic. Tiafoe backhand to the backhand of Nole as Tiafoe with a forehand. Djokovic gets it back. Tiafoe off the tape goes into the slice of Djokovic. And then Big Foe with a backhand winner. 30-15. Thought you'd be following Emma. You know, I thought I'd be... I thought I would be too. 30-15. As a default second serve. As a return from Djokovic to the forehand, Tiafoe. Djokovic forehand again. Tiafoe gets it with a forehand, but it's long. 30-all. As the return goes into the backhand of Tiafoe, Djokovic backhand slice. Tiafoe gets it back with a slice down the line, but it goes long. Djokovic with a break point, 30-40. 30-40. Do you think tomorrow the tournament tried to put more content of these players who fans love the most? Do you think the tournament tried to... Wait, what do you mean? 30-40. As the backhand return goes to the backhand of Tiafoe. Djokovic backhand. Again, the backhand of Foe as Djokovic backhand again. Into the backhand of Tiafoe. Tiafoe on the net. There's the break. Djokovic 3-2. He's up a set and a break. And I think Novak might... it looks like he's going to take the hat off. But he's going to play on. Again, it's just a practice match, so it's like, well, you know. You know what Djokovic kind of looks like? He's like one of those things where you're like, you've said you're going to go to the party, and then the day before, the hour before the party, you're kind of like, why did I agree to this? And then you go anyway. Like, that's what Djokovic looks like. He's like, holy shit, that's a massive... Tiafoe's got like a massive like bucket of water. What the hell is that? That's like a milk, it's like one of those big milk tins. But yeah, it looks like Novak looks like he agreed to this yesterday when he was having fun, and then this morning he's like, why did I agree to this? Like, I think it was one of those, like, you know, when you go out, you're at a party and you're drunk and you're talking to somebody and they're like, hey, we should hang out. And you're like, yeah, let's hang out on Friday. And then it gets to Friday. You're like, why did I agree to that? Why did I agree to that? You show up reluctantly because you're like, I don't want to be a dick. I think that's what Djokovic did with this. Yesterday, he was in a good mood, and Craig Tiley's like, do you want to play an exhibition? He's like, yeah. Woke up this morning. All right, I'll play. Fine. Shit. He doesn't look like he wants to be there. He's got better things to do. All right. All right, 3-2 Djokovic in the second. Seems like I'm Bears on a roll. Cool. All right, nearly an hour played. 3-2 Djokovic in the second. Qualities are done for the men. Cool. All right, here we go. Back to Nole. Back to Djokovic. 3-2. Djokovic. 3-2. Qualities will be placed soon. You said he was injured. I said that in training yesterday, he looked to be injured. There's different levels of injury. You could be injured where you can't move, and you could be hurt where it's uncomfortable, but you can still play. And I think Djokovic is in the latter. I think he's, he doesn't have any tape on his neck or anything, but if he does have any discomfort, this match is so low intensity that if he starts getting pushed in the first round, he might call the trainer. Like, we don't know. Yeah. Neck stiffness. He's been, again, he's not injured to the point that he can't move. Clearly. Otherwise, he wouldn't be doing this. And if he thought it would get worse, he wouldn't be playing. As with a volley winner by Djokovic, 15-0. But this is such a low-intensity match. Like, Tiafoe is not making him move, really. Djokovic is, Djokovic is more pissed off at the sun being in his eyes, I think. But that's why we're watching this match, just to see what he looks like. Hopefully it's nothing. Yeah, yeah. I mean, look, it could be precautionary that he got the trainer out. It could be. There's a lot of reasons why. I mean, there's a lot of players getting trainers this week, and some of them are still playing. It's not. But that's why we're watching him, because I want to see what he looks like physically. If it was bad, he would show signs, but he seems to be okay. There's Tiafoe on the net, 30-15. And he also hasn't played in a while. What's the cause? He hasn't played in a while. What's the cause of this injury? Well, probably not playing for a while. I mean, you can get injured in training, right? You could get injured walking down the road. Like, it is kind of. It does seem like a lot of people in the tennis community seem to like. The second Djokovic says, I'm hurt, everyone says fake. A lot of people, and it's like, okay. Like, that still hangs around, and it's really annoying. It's like, he's faking it. It's like, okay, sure. As Djokovic hits that in the net, 30-all. But I think that there's a difference. I mean, there's different levels of injured, right? You can be, having to go to hospital like Runa straight away, to get his Achilles reattached. Or you could sleep funny and wake up and you're stiff and sore. So there's different levels to these things. And Djokovic, I don't think he's definitely not incapacitated, but he might be, playing with some discomfort. He's not showing it, which is a good sign, but doesn't mean he's not feeling it. He also got to the Wimbledon final with after knee surgery. So, I mean, like a week later. As he double faults, 30-40. So, yeah, it's yeah. But anytime there's a big name who's got some concerns, injury concerns, it's something to talk about. Something to keep in mind, especially Djokovic at this age. We've got to keep in mind that he's 38, and even a small thing could be a big thing. It could turn into a big thing. 30-40. 7 to the 4 to Tiafoe. Return to forehand. Oh, no. Tiafoe hit it out. Deuce. Again, Djokovic is starting to get very irritated. He doesn't want to be out there anymore. He wants to just get out of here. All right, deuce. First serve is a fault. Second serve. My favorite time of year for tennis. As Djokovic serves a let. Pardon me. All right, deuce again. 7 to the 4 to Tiafoe. Return goes wide. Advantage Djokovic. I'll be honest, chat. This crowd sucks. Like, really. Like, this crowd stinks. They're all just sitting there. Nobody's even clapping. Like, what are we doing? Like, this is such a... I can't wait till Alcaraz versus Demon, or at least that's going to have some vibe. But this is so dull. The players are kind of like... they're not really energized, but the crowd is just like... They are so flat. Now they're cheering because Tiafoe hit a backhand winner. Deuce, but man, the atmosphere is so dead, yeah. There's a lot of people there. It's not empty. It sounds empty, but it's just, man, it's flat. All right, deuce. All right, Djokovic serves. A fault, second serve. They're doing the exhibition clap, yeah. Look, and it is an exhibition, but also it's like, there's been exhibitions where they're actually like, the crowd get tonight's exhibition, double fault Djokovic. Tonight's exhibition, not Djokovic, Alcaraz and De Minaur will be fire, right? That's going to be crazy, but. All right, advantage Tiafoe to get back on serve. All right, first serve the fault, second serve. Second serve. The forehand of Tiafoe. Backhand of Djokovic to the backhand of Tiafoe. Djokovic wins a point. Tiafoe in the net. It's back to deuce. Federer and Jordan Smith are talking. Two goats. Djokovic has an ace. All right. Advantage Nole. Advantage Djokovic. First serve default, second serve. Serving to the backhand Tiafoe. Djokovic backhand. To the backhand Tiafoe. Is Djokovic backhand again. Tiafoe forehand into the backhand of Djokovic. Tiafoe slice. Djokovic backhand again. Tiafoe slices it back. Djokovic backhand again. Tiafoe slice on the stretch. Djokovic to the forehand. Cross court goes wide. We're back to deuce. This is the longest game of the match. All right, deuce. Wins $1 million. Gets to chat with Roger. Take a photo. We'll be living. Yeah, dude is he's winning at life. All right, deuce. Back to deuce. Serve again. Into the forehand of Tiafoe. Return goes into the backhand of Djokovic. Tiafoe with a slice. Djokovic with a forehand down the line. Good shot, and Tiafoe hits it long. Advantage Nole. Advantage Nole. All right. Djokovic gets back to deuce. As the return goes into the forehand of Djokovic. Djokovic in the net. Advantage Tiafoe. Advantage Tiafoe. Again, Chad, this is such a strange... It's a strange match because there's not much to, like, talk about. Like, it's not, like, an interesting... Like, the only thing is Djokovic... How hurt is Djokovic? And he seems okay, which is a good sign. But, you know, it's not like... Like, the tactics in this match have been very, like, average. You know, Djokovic isn't pushing himself to the limits. Tiafoe isn't making Djokovic work super hard for it. Like, it's a very... It's not an exhibition in the fun side. It's just like an exhibition in the worst way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just an exhibition in the, in that kind of like, they're not really doing much. Nothing's happening. It's just kind of like, yeah, we're just playing. Some practice points. Is Djokovic in the net again? And a lot of errors are happening. That's not fun. So yeah, it's a weird, and the crowd don't really know what to do. They trying to get into it, but they're not really. It's like, do we cheer? Do we cry? Like, what are we doing? And again, the intensity's super low, so it's again really hard to take this seriously, which is a shame because I was hoping, Tiafoe being an entertainer would put on a show, but he's not doing it. And he hits that out. We're back to deuce. I think Tiafoe would be better off playing a night match, exhibition night match, because he's more like he's not really doing anything with, like, he's not crowd pleasing. He's not doing any of that shit. And Djokovic is just sort of trying to get through it. It's just weird. It's weird vibes. It's sort of like serious though. Yeah, I don't know. Like they're taking it seriously, but it's like, but they shouldn't. I don't know, it's weird. Crowd's weird. Crowd's been weird. Djokovic is the wind's picked up. Djokovic is trying to serve in the wind. There's a bit of forehand from Djokovic to the forehand to Tiafoe. Djokovic backhand. Goes long. God, this game's going forever. We don't need it. Why don't we do sudden death in these exhibitions? This is taking too long. They're doing it on purpose. All right, advantage Tiafoe. Advantage Tiafoe to take the... All right, advantage Tiafoe. Djokovic serves again. Tiafoe with a backhand return. Djokovic again to the backhand of Foe. Djokovic backhand. Again to the backhand of Foe. There's Djokovic with a forehand. Goes out and we're back on serve. All right, Tiafoe breaks. And the crowd kind of give a cheer. But they're kind of like, hey, that game's over. All right. Well, that game went forever. All right. But the crowd's like falling asleep. All right, is Tiafoe too good? 15-0. All right, 15-0. All right. All right, as Djokovic eventually hits it in the net, and it's 30-15. All right. And as Djokovic returns into the forehand, Tiafoe. Djokovic forehand on the stretch. Tiafoe down the middle. Djokovic with the backhand cross court. Tiafoe gets it. Djokovic backhand again. Into the backhand Tiafoe. Djokovic again with the backhand. Tiafoe goes down the line. That's a good shot. Djokovic slice. This is better. As Djokovic now running for a drop shot. As Tiafoe volleys it down the line for a winner. That's a great rally. Best rally so far. And the crowd actually getting involved. All right. All right, 40-15. As Djokovic is a nice return, 40-30. All right, as Tiafoe holds, 4-3. All right. 4-3 Tiafoe. All right. All right, back to Djokovic, 4-3. All right, 30 love. All right, there's Djokovic. Oh, with a nice volley, but Tiafoe, did he get it? No, he missed it. 40 love. Almost a ridiculous pass. Djokovic throwing the ball in as a practice. Don't do that. 40-30. All right. 40 love. As Djokovic holds. 4-0. All right. 15 love. 15 love. Does Djokovic look fine? How is he handling injury? They're not playing that intense, so it's hard to judge whether or not he's actually how hurt he is. He looks okay, but he also isn't being pushed that much. This second set, he's being pushed a little bit more, but as Tiafoe in there, 15-0. But again, the intensity is still low, so it's hard to judge. All right, as that goes out by Norway, and it's 30-15. All right, as they play an intense rally and Djokovic hits the winner. 30-all. Nice rally by Norway. Tiafoe didn't hit a bad volley. It's just Djokovic was too quick. They're definitely playing a lot harder in this second set. Like, they're making each other play. Double fault. All right. (30-40). There's a bit of backhand from Djokovic. Into the backhand of Tiafoe. Djokovic backhand again. Tiafoe goes with a forehand cross court. Djokovic down the line. Tiafoe slice. Djokovic in control. The forehand again. To the backhand of Tiafoe. Djokovic forehand cross court. Tiafoe again to the forehand of Djokovic. Down the line to the backhand of Tiafoe. Djokovic forehand again. Tiafoe on the attack. Djokovic with the pass is a lob. Tiafoe with a backhand volley. Djokovic with a passing shot again. Tiafoe with the forehand. Djokovic goes down the line. Tiafoe with a pass. Djokovic volleys. And it's too good. And Nole gets the break. 5-4. And he puts his hands up like I finally played a really crazy rally. And the crowd are finally getting involved at the end of this match. All right. Djokovic leads. And that was probably the rally of the match as well, which is nice. All right, Djokovic. All right, 5-4. Five to 4. Djokovic is going to serve this match. All right, Djokovic serving for this match. Does Djokovic look fine? He does look okay. He's managing well. Return is out. 15 love. $15 love. $15 love. Serve again. Into the back end of Tiafoe. Return is out. 30 love. And Djokovic is the back end winner. 40 love. And no late. Match points to get it done. We got Alcaraz versus Demonor in about 30 minutes. Draw video. Bro, I've been live. 40 love. As Djokovic serves. A fault. Second serve. Double fault. All right, 40-15. He just wants to play one more minute. $40-15. Djokovic serves again to finish this match. Again, takeaway from this is that Djokovic doesn't look super hurt. He seems to be okay. Serve to the back end of Tiafoe. Return goes back into Djokovic. That's a great shot. Tiafoe gets it. Djokovic forehand. Into the backhand slice of Tiafoe. Djokovic. Forehand again. Into the forehand of Tiafoe. And Tiafoe hits it out. All right, Djokovic wins. 6-4 in the second. Again, weird exhibition. It was a pretty flat from both guys. There was a couple of points here and there, but it wasn't anything. Like, Djokovic didn't look super hurt, so that's a good sign. But overall, it's a strange match. Like, I mean, it was a last-minute exhibition, so maybe, you know. But yeah, it was, I don't know, no takeaways from that, I don't think. I don't think we can really, you know, dig deep into that. But hey, Djokovic didn't look super injured, so that's a good sign. But the intensity of the match was pretty low, so it's hard to judge until he starts playing that, you know, starts having to play, you know. Anyways, jump over here, talk amongst yourselves. We'll be back to watch Alcaraz versus Demonor. That is going to be a very crazy match later. That's coming up in about 30 minutes. I'll be back to watch that. And stay tuned for videos. But there it is. Djokovic wins, beats Tiafoe in the practice match.